Welcome to another Love Line radio show. I am your host, Shari, and my co-host today is Michelle from Queens, New York.
Hello.
Yes, say hello, Michelle.
Hello again.
And welcoming again my dear cousin, Sean from Richmond, Virginia. Say hello.
Hello, and thanks for having me again on your wonderful show.
And welcoming a new guest, my brother from another mother, Mr. Cameron from Staten Island, New York. Welcome, Cameron.
This ain't Cameron the rapper, is it?
No, this is not Cameron the rapper. This is Cameron the original.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, man, I love your stuff, yo. I was getting ready to you send me a couple of mixtapes or something. So what's we be talking about tonight?
So tonight's topic is a real simple one to me, okay? I got the simple answer for this one. It is, is it okay to masturbate while you're in a committed relationship? So, of course, I will make the first comment. And my answer is no. No, actually, well, yeah, it's kind of like no. I personally don't see why you would need to. If you have a healthy relationship, a healthy sex life with your partner, I don't understand why you would need to do that. It just doesn't make sense to me. Now, of course, I will give only two exceptions. One, if the partner is away on business or something else and is not around and won't be around for a little while. And two, if the partner is sick or, has something physically wrong with them at the time and cannot perform the duties you would like them to perform. Those are the only reasons for me. What do you think, Michelle? You better agree with me this time. You didn't agree with me last time.
Well, I agree that if you are in a committed, healthy relationship, then no, there should be no need for masturbation on either side. So the woman, you don't need to be, using toys or whatever. If you want to use toys, then let your man, woman, whoever you're with, use it on you. And the man, you don't need to use your hand in Vaseline because you have your woman for that. However, I don't agree with you when you say the two exceptions are if they're sick and if they're away, because I think nowadays humans, it's like we don't have self-control. We walk around like we're animals, like we're dogs, like we're in heat all the time. We have to learn self-control. God forbid you go without sex for a week or 2 days or even maybe 2 weeks. You're not going to die. So if you just have to, not get it for a week or two, I don't think there's anything wrong with just chilling until your partner can get back to doing what you want to do. That's how I feel.
Okay. Okay, do you agree with that, Sean? Oh, God. Oh, God. Should we be starting with Cameron? Because Sean sounds like it's going to be a long answer. You want to give this one up, Sean, and close it out, or?
Well, I'm gonna let y'all decide if it needed to be closed out after I say what I say.
Cameron, go.
Well, I disagree with you two ladies.
Of course.
On one reason. First of all, masturbation comes in many forms. It's not always all about a physical hand to genital thing. Sometimes digging in the ear with a Q-tip is a form of masturbation.
So what? Wait, I didn't hear that part.
Digging in your ear with a Q-tip, any type of stimulation to your body.
No, he didn't.
No, I don't.
I ain't gonna lie, that Q-tip in the ear feels good as a bitch, though. I ain't in front.
Thank you, my brother.
Keep preaching the gospel, my friend.
Go ahead. Q-tip in the ear, okay.
All right. Now, there are cases at times that your partner could be incapacitated with child. Sometimes your partner might not be physically capable due to any type of stress the unborn is giving to the body. And you might be filled up with some type of whatever, and you want to release yourself. In that case, I don't see anything wrong as long as your intent on why you're releasing yourself is a mutual thought of your partner and you. I don't think anything's wrong with that. Some men do it just to do it because they have to do it. They just want to do it. Or some people.
But that's the question we're saying. Why? Why do they have to do it? If you have a partner, why would you still need to do it?
Well,
besides being incapacitated, or
well, it could be just that you're just a horny mofo. That's it.
But then that goes with what Michelle said, is that people need to kind of learn self-control. And I mean, and how long of a wait is too long?
Hold on. Why do people need to learn self-control?
Because people act like, no, I think nowadays people act like they have no control over their bodies. Like, oh my God, I just have to do it. No, you don't. You have to control that.
No.
Because we're not animals and we're not dogs walking around where dogs see another stray dog and just jump on top and start humping. No, we're civilized.
Masturbation is a normal act. It's not an inhumane act. It's not an animalistic act. It's a normal, God-given act. And if you have the ability to express any type of feeling and release it with anonymity or with being solely on your own without anyone's help or needing permission, that's a gift. You know, when we look at women and how they dress and they say, I'm a woman and I have the freedom to wear this. You can't tell me what to wear. You can't tell me society can't dictate how or what I should do and how I want to express my femininity. So if a person, and we're not even talking about men here, we're talking about if a person feels that they want to stimulate themselves, sometimes it's not even just about the actual orgasm. Sometimes it could be mental release as well, or just to that effect. I don't know. But
then why can't you make it a situation with the partner then? Like, I mean, bring the partner in it. Even if the partner's not in the mood, then, she could just lay there, or you could just hold her and do whatever you have to do.
Allow me to cut in and
oh God, answer that question, right? Here we go.
Kind of bring it from a gutter approach. As far as masturbation goes, I only know one reason to masturbate, because you ain't getting none. So with that being said, let me also say that we're speaking from a point of view where you're in a sexually healthy relationship.
Okay.
Now, not a lot of people are in sexually healthy relationships. Sometimes the thrill is gone, or your husband or your wife just ain't as attractive as they used to be, or everybody tired from working, or it just don't get, it just don't get hard or wet no more. I mean, it's just one of them things where, the fun is just not there anymore. Or, you tap on your wife's shoulder, say, hey, can I go ahead and get this off? And she's like, hell no, I got to go to work in the morning. You know what I mean? It's one of them things to where most people masturbate out of necessity, because the sexual relationship ain't there no more. It's just not present anymore. Now,
but how long are you looking to wait before you can assess that it's not there anymore, though? Because if you slept with your wife on Monday and then on Saturday you tap her and say, let's do this, saying no, if you're running in the bathroom to jerk off, it's like, really? You couldn't, you had to do that and just it wasn't even a full 7 days. So what do you consider an unhealthy sex life? Like how many times does she have to do that? Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it could be, time is irrelevant. I mean, it could be to the point to where it's just not fulfilling no more. You know what I mean? It could be.
So you're trying to say that it's not fulfilling, so your hand or whatever you're going to do is more fulfilling than the person?
I mean,
the person.
I subscribe to the old adage that sex is 99% mental. If you don't like who you're with, it ain't gonna be that good. You know what I mean? So, you got some. I mean, I like a friend of mine told me the other day. He said he got to argue with the girl, right? So I said I'm gonna change the names to protect the innocent. So I said, Corey, well, look, so what happened? He said, man, she wanted me to come over there, but she wasn't trying to give me no ass. I said, so what you do? He said, man, I told her I got the internet. So I guess she got the message. And he said, yeah. So it comes down to a sentiment to the point. When I was like 16, yeah, getting some was getting some. I mean, it was just the act of it was great.
Right.
But now it gets to the point of, you kind of want some mental and spiritual fulfillment out of it. Now, if you're not getting that, if you're not going to get that, some people would just be like, well, shit, I can go in the bathroom and bust a nut, or I can. I mean, more realistically, they can be like, well, I can just turn over and bust a nut and not even bother you. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, we're talking about fairly healthy relationship,
right? Committed.
You know what I mean? Because that description, the people weren't even living together. But if you're living with the person and you have a good relationship, a good sex life, then why would you need to do that? And if you do, what could possibly be the reason behind doing something like that in a healthy relationship?
Well, if the relationship is healthy, then it's irrelevant. I mean, there's no reason to even think about it. You know what I mean? Because
that is different from Mr. Cameron, who is in a relationship, and and you're saying that you could still do it.
I'm saying, well, see, the thing is when you talk about can you guys hear me clearly? Because I'm on a headset. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're talking about a healthy relationship, you can be in a healthy relationship and still want to masturbate, because masturbation started for many of us in preteen or tweens. And
that's because you wasn't getting it on a regular.
Right. No.
You're not getting it on a regular with a regular partner. No, and you're learning your body, you're learning yourself, you're learning what you like, what you don't like.
Michelle, that's what your definition of why people masturbate is. You can't say that is the reason why people masturbate. You see, you can enjoy something so much that it becomes habitual. Now, when you're in a healthy relationship, that habit becomes less forming, but it's still some form of familiar habit that you feel comfortable enough to do it because you never saw anything wrong with it. Even when you were getting some as a teenager, when you first got some, you still did it. You still did it through your 20s. You still do it because it's a habit. You're in the bed alone. You're wherever you do it and when you do it. It's still a habit. And let's not forget, once again, masturbation is not just the form of your hand touching your genitals. Women masturbate every single time they look at these ratchet TV shows and see these guys.
Oh, no. No, that is so not true. But wait. I have a question, though. I have a question. So let's flip it on the other side. So let's say your wife masturbated already. Of course, you are oblivious to this. You're coming home. She already masturbated, and now you're in the mood. And she's like, no, I already masturbated, I'm done, I'm good. So now, what does that mean to you? How does that make you feel? Or is it okay now to you just to go and masturbate because that's some kind of equal feeling to you?
No.
Right.
No, it's not okay. No, but we're not talking.
It's not okay.
No, we're not talking in that sense. You see, I'm being pretty vague. You guys are narrowing it down to, well, if you got some at home, why do you need to do that? You know?
Right, but that's our question.
Right, because
that is the exact question.
Exactly,
Because if you came home and you're riled up, you know, you've been thinking about her all day, and you got all these visions of positions in your head you're going to do, and you come in the house and she's laid out and she's done. She's tired, you know?
Right.
And so now what? Since masturbation is okay, like you said, and it's this and it's that, so then how could that not be okay, what she did?
Well, you see,
I ain't gonna lie, I'll be mad as a bitch. That might be grounds for fighting right there.
Yeah, I wasn't there, but now you're talking about denial and not giving. You know, listen.
What, like rejection?
Yeah, when I was 17 years old, I think I told you this. I worked in a sex store. I worked in a sadomasochist store, one of the most prominent ones in the village.
Wait! I just want to make sure I heard you correctly. Did you say? Did you say when you were 17 you worked in a sadomasochist store?
Yes, I did.
And they were 17 and you got arrested.
Not to go off topic, but I just want to make sure we're on the same page. That when you say sadomasochist, is that like the whips and the chains and the rubber mask with the zipper on the mouth and all that good stuff?
The ball gags, everything. The stocks, everything. But the thing,
okay.
Okay. I just want to make sure I heard. I mean, I thought, okay. So
that is, I'm not saying that I'm a pro or anything, but I've been exposed to all types of on a spectrum of what one can do in a particular topic and subject. And that's why I say, when it comes down to masturbation, it's not just about that, and it could be the fact that the person is just a freaking horny and they just like to do it.
All right, but we're talking about to the end of climaxing, because I doubt if the cotton ball or the Q-tip going in here, that's what's going to happen. So we're talking about you or her coming.
We talking about straight
whacking
jerking off or rubbing one out.
Whacking off. So wait, okay, so we already established that it's not okay if she did it already and you came home. Okay.
Now, are we talking about? Let me interrupt for just a second. Are we talking about rubbing one out with the express purpose so you don't have to be with your partner?
No, because this is a healthy relationship, supposedly. So it can't be that reason, because if you don't want to be with your partner, then there's something already wrong. But wait a second. So it's not okay for her to do it, but you could do it. And then, so what if you did it, right? And now it's reversed. You jerked off, you masturbated, and now she comes home and she's ready, and now you can't do it.
And that's wrong. That's not something that I would condone or even do. That's wrong. I'm thinking in the realms of what you were doing earlier, when one is not available, or like I said, even if Michelle doesn't agree about the illness, but I do agree in certain cases of an illness. I just don't think that I do not believe that it is completely wrong for one to masturbate, even though they're in a committed relationship. It has to go with the intent of what and why you're doing it, and definitely where. And if you're gonna do it, where, if I come home and she's done it and she don't want me, that's rejection, and vice versa. I don't agree with that. That's not healthy, and that's a form of, to me, almost in the form of cheating, But when you're doing it with yourself, how can it be cheating? That's just my opinion.
So Michelle, being that you're saying that about the control stuff, right? So, and my two exceptions are not exceptions in your mind. Then how long do you think the partner should be willing to wait if the other partner is sick, or if the other partner is not there? If I went on a month-long or 2-month-long needed trip or separation from my husband, is 2 months still a time he should just wait?
See, me, I would talk about it. My thing is, you're my husband, so if you're sick or whatever reason, whatever other, thing you have that you can't give me none, then I'm going to tell you, look, it's been 2 weeks, it's been 3 weeks, it's been a month, and you've been sick or you've been working too late, you're always tired, so what's going on? So the conversation has to take place first. Now, if I'm conversating with you, you act like you don't want to talk about it, then I'm going to say, well, look, I'm going to take care of myself. I have needs. So for me, I would just discuss it and let you know, well, then if you can't feel that you can satisfy these needs right now, then I'm going to, take care of it.
Well, see, I doubt very seriously that a man that is in the mood at 9 o'clock is going to be able to think rationally enough to have that conversation.
But I'm saying, no, if time has passed, so you say, okay, I didn't answer today, I'm going to wait a week. All right, it's been 2 weeks, I've been waiting. After 2 weeks would be my limit where, okay, now we got to have to discuss this. What's going on? You've been tired, or you're not feeling well, I'm kind of horny, what's going on? And then I would discuss it.
Oh, okay. So then basically exceptions are still out there if they have certain conditions attached to it.
Right, but they would at least know that, okay, well, I'm going to be playing with myself, so, because I need it. I want it. I'm not sick. So, you can't do anything right now, so I'm just letting you know.
And then the question goes, if you get back to the basic stuff of the masturbation, right, just to get off, why couldn't you just have your mate do that then? And no actual intercourse, but what's the difference between her hand and your hand?
Right. Men, women, men.
I know, right? Anybody want to take that one? They scared to answer that one?
I know.
Well, this is my answer. All right. The whole hand job thing either is going to be really, really good or really, really bad. So you yourself know how to drive your own car, right? You know exactly how you like it. You don't need to say, hey, do it like this, or, yo, that's too tight, or, goddamn, can you put some lotion on your hands or something? You ain't got to say none of that. You know what I mean, for yourself.
See, I'm going to interject because I feel that if you're a good partner, you should know how to do that to your man.
Right,
in my opinion.
But every now and then, things kind of go haywire, and it's feel like she's trying to pull it John off. So you got to be like, hold on, slow down, or loosen your grip, or get some Vaseline, or can you take your ring off, please? Goddamn, it become one of them things. So I mean, sometimes it's just convenience. You just say, okay, well, you ain't in the mood, huh? You roll over and you do yours and you go to bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
But what would that make you feel like, though? If you were not, like if you weren't feeling very well, you had a really bad cold, you don't want to do it, and then your woman is laying there, and she's like, all right, fine, and she just starts going in on herself, isn't that going to make you feel some kind of way?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, honestly, me personally, that probably would get me so horny, I'd be like, fuck that cold. I'm like, I got to do this. I mean, me personally, you know what I mean?
Listen, I had a coworker come to me about when I was at my old job. She came to me and she said, I don't know what's going on. My husband won't sleep with me. He will not sleep with me. It's been 2 weeks now, and he won't touch me. I think he might be seeing someone else. That's just 2 weeks now. So she came back 2 weeks later. She said, my husband won't sleep. He won't touch me. I go for it and he pushes me away. So at that point, I'm like, this must be something wrong. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Maybe he doesn't like women anymore. I don't know. Maybe there's another one. So she was very, very frantic, and I don't know what to do. It's just really getting on my nerves. And then, she asked me, what should I do? So I said, listen, go purchase a nice, huge dildo. Get one that's the color of his skin. And get it nice and make sure it's much bigger than him. And I said, go to him, get really dolled up, nice and smelly, put on the perfume, put on the best lingerie. Go to him one more time. If he pushes you away, don't get mad. Pull that sucker out and do yourself right next to him. I said, one of two things will happen. He will either snatch that thing away from you and he will make love to you, or you will know either he's gay or he don't want you anymore.
Or he's cheating, right? Or he's doing whatever.
Yeah.
I said, one of two things you will find out right there. I said, because if a woman did that to me, I know you're not going to replace me. That's going to show him he's easily replaced. Okay? And it will definitely give him a fear immediately, especially if you have no fear of doing it in front of him and really get into it. So I don't know if that happened or not. I don't know if she wound up taking my advice. Eventually she said things happen and they're back on track. I don't know what she did. But again, masturbation is a powerful tool. And sometimes it's not necessarily that you're doing it because there is
a lack
of, but there, I know some people who their wives masturbate. We masturbate. They're just masturbating fools, and they have
Well, you know what? I'm starting to see it a little different, right? I'm starting to see masturbation maybe like in a sense of food. You got the main courses, you got the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then there's the little snacks that you have in between. So instead of having snacks in between outside the house, you just have
it in the house.
Listen.
In the house.
I guess it's just the fillers between the big events.
Sorry, last week there was an article. Research it on the internet. I don't know which paper or which news forum put it out, but 30% of all people in the workplace masturbate in the workplace.
Something wrong with them.
What?
I'm sorry, then there's something wrong with them.
Look it up.
That is crazy.
That just goes back to what I said, no self-control.
Look it up.
Yeah. That is really crazy.
So the next time you go to the bathroom, all right?
That's something wrong.
I'm serious. Look it up. Now I looked at the title.
But I bet you out of that 30%, 28, if not 29, is men. It's definitely not women doing that. No way. I
don't know. See, I don't know. You know what? To be honest, I think that some of I think it's a higher percentage of women doing it because now I heard, what's her name on Atlanta Housewives, the one, what's her name, Candy, she has a toy line, and one of her toys is like a smaller lipstick. So she's even, suggested that buy it, put it in your bag, and like if you're on an airplane or something, you take it, go in the bathroom and do your thing to take care of your business and you're done. Mm-hmm.
That is insane. I don't even understand.
I think more women are doing it too, especially now with toys out and everything. You know,
I tell you,
it's making it easier for women to do it.
It's not that hard if you have strong pelvis. I know a woman who could standing right there and she could do it. She controlled her pelvis. So.
Yeah, but see, being able to do it at any place, at any time is one thing. I'm talking like the desire to, what the hell are you thinking about? You sitting at work and now you just got to go and do this? What the hell? You should be working. What the hell is you doing? I mean, unless your job entails something like that. But the only other reason in my mind that you would want to do that at work is somebody at your job is you're attracted to them. And if that's the case, now you're cheating. Now we're in a whole nother zone.
Right, that's a whole nother
because
thing.
Now you're technically cheating. If you went in that bathroom because you looked at Susie May and she turned you on, and I'm in the house later on in the evening. So that's different to me.
So to me, it goes back to, I think you should know. I think you don't need to do it if you're in a good committed relationship. That's what it to me goes back to.
So what if you're in a healthy relationship, but you just addicted to porn, and you're jerking off to porn or rubbing it out to porn all day? Then when your wife or your husband get home and want to do something, you ain't got nothing left.
Right, that's the same thing. That's just that.
Right, but then they're gonna start to be neglectful, and then that healthy sex life is not gonna be there. It's gonna be, again, that to me would be another form of cheating because now something else took your attention away, took your attraction away, all of that. I mean, I personally think that in a committed relationship, there should be agreements. Like for me and in my marriage, we agree that we're not going to neglect each other. We're not going to do those things. So there are sacrifices that have to come to play with that sometimes, where one might not really be in the mood but do it anyway, whatever, just because the other one is in the mood, and it's to avoid rejection.
Not everybody's like that, Cherry, where no matter what, you're going to give me. Okay? That's not everybody.
But that goes to both people in a relationship, though, because let's say 3 o'clock in the morning and I got to get up for work at 5, you know what I mean? And if he is that insistent on doing it regardless of knowing how tired I would be, then what does that mean about him? So that's where you have to have the, consideration on both ends. And it also throws in what Michelle said, because he should now have enough self-control to just be like, okay.
Exactly. You're not gonna die.
To just be like, okay, she's not in the mood.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, she's not in the mood, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you know what? Tonight will be a better night.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't need to jump up and run in the bathroom and jerk himself off. That's ridiculous. As soon as and I wouldn't even care if I was laying in the bed butt naked, rubbing all over him. The thing to me is the same way you could get yourself aroused, you should be able to bring yourself down from the ledge.
That's right.
See,
and I know you guys are laughing because maybe we will never understand because we don't, women and men are different. Our bodies are different. Men always say, oh, if I don't release, I get blue balls and all this stuff. Don't know how true that is, and they got to release it and get it out. So maybe we will never understand blue balls or if it's true. I think it's a myth. I don't even know if it's real.
Right.
You gotta look that up.
I'm gonna tell you for real. Ain't nothing mythical about blue balls. That joke. And you can either get it by not doing it enough or doing it too much. So it actually goes both ways. But
I've always heard that guys get it if they don't release. So not getting
it if they don't release. Can get it also by doing it too much because now your body thinks that you're gonna be ejaculating a lot. so it started pumping overtime. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Right.
So it's a dual-edged sword. You know.
But don't you feel that you still have to control that as a man? You are supposed to. Your head on the top of your body, that is attached to your neck, should be controlling that head down there.
Well, see, here's the thing. Getting the arousal ain't exactly all the way mental. I mean, it can be physically independent too. You know what I mean? Like I was watching The Sopranos, where Tony Soprano was having a problem getting an erection. So his psychologist was like, well, when you wake up in the morning, do you be erect? He was like, yeah. So she said, okay, so we know it's not a mental thing. So it can be physical, right? So, I mean, it's just certain things that, when you get turned on, I mean, you can't say, you can't like think about baseball and it's not going, not going to happen. You know what I mean? You got to, sometimes
why?
it's just.
I don't get it.
I'm gonna go ahead and speak for myself then. I mean, I'm not saying if you see a hot lady walking down the street and then you be like, man, I want to fuck her, and you go into the porta potty and start jerking off. No, I mean you can say, no, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? You can say.
You have to, because if you're with your woman. You're with your woman how many times, and you're walking down the street or you're in a restaurant, whatever, and you see her like a gorgeous woman, are you going to get a hard on and then your woman, like that, you got to have control. It might.
I mean, you honestly, sometimes you just ain't got no control over it. You just don't.
I cannot agree with that. That's
not a problem. That's just natural biology. That's just how a man's body works.
Yeah, I want to say that women.
That's just how a man's body works.
It's emotional, and men, it's all physical. There's some emotion that comes into play, but sex is emotional for women. And with men, it's mostly the physical. And that's something that you have to take into consideration when you're talking about self-control. Men, like he said, men wake up with an erection. And that's not anything that has to do with mental. That's part of the physical. That you just
you won't dreaming about no hot chick. You just woke up with a hard dick. I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, but it's simple biology. It's not eroticism.
Right.
You know.
Well, but it's obvious that tool is very complex.
Right, but I still feel that, yes, the physical does happen, but the mental is what controls that, meaning that, yes, I am erect, but just because you know you're erect, whatever, you still have to know that, okay, it's inappropriate, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. So you still have to control. You got to, like Sherry said, you have to bring it down. So, yes, it went up, but you have to, okay, let me bring it down. Let me tone it down.
Right, because, I mean, we have control over other bodily functions. I mean, come on, at the urge of feeling like you got to go to the bathroom, you don't just whip it out and pee wherever the hell you are.
Right.
You hold it.
But you can physically hold it. You can physically hold your pee. You know what I mean? Now,
so you can't physically stop yourself from getting an erection if you feel it coming on?
Well,
I mean, I mean, what I'm saying is, if I feel one coming on, it's coming. I ain't saying I'm gonna get 100% busting out the pants. Gotta stick it into something hard, but it's just a physical reaction. It's a physiological reaction that happens when you see something you're attracted to, right? I'm not saying. I mean, now you can think about other stuff and say, let me get my mind off this. Let me get my mind off this. But I can't. I mean, there's no inner switch. There's no off switch that says, okay, this ain't the right time. Click. Nah, I mean, it just don't work like that for men. You know what I mean?
You're saying,
for me, I don't know about no other man.
So
for me.
You're saying in general, so if a guy sees an attractive woman, it's going to just automatically ding and that's it? Stand at attention, that's it?
No, I mean, it might not.
Oh, no.
Might not. No. But I'm just saying.
Well, it's the thoughts about the
picture that I'm trying to paint is an erection is not a conscious effort. You know what I mean? It's not something like I say, okay.
Sometimes it is.
I mean,
sometimes it is.
But I mean, if it's what I'm saying is you can close your eyes. A man can close his eyes and fantasize about something and get an erection. Right? Right?
Sometimes. Some of them can't.
Right?
So wait. Some of them can't.
That's,
you know.
So,
what about
Cameron.
that can't?
Yeah.
So do you agree with what Sean is saying? I mean, is that basically how it goes? He said it's just for him. He didn't want to speak for you, but do you?
Yeah. It is I agree with Michelle somewhat, and I agree with Sean somewhat, that it can be a mental thing, because stimuli for me comes mental. For example, if I meet a woman and she sounds stupid as hell, I don't care how fine she is, I'm going to have a problem being attracted to her.
Right.
If I meet a woman and I see that her mouth is nasty, that rings some type of psyche in my head that I just can't do that. Okay, so yes, there is some type of mental there, but it also is just a physical trigger as well. Just physical. For example, our nipples can get hard in cold water or air. Men's penises shrink in showers. There's something that's going on there that's physical with some type of reaction to the elements, whether it be you can get an erection depending on the type of underwear that you wear. Okay, depending if it's when you walk and it stimulates, it can get harder for a particular reason because of the type of underwear that you wear. So, there are things that are just plain physical with the man, and some of it is mental. If she's, if there's things that are just going on that's just not right in the woman that you're with at the time, it ain't going to work. I'm sorry. Or if you are angry with that woman, or if she pissed you off in a way that it's not even going to be worth the angry makeup, it ain't going to work.
Wait. Now I got to bust you in this. Because I remember years ago when I used to have my little problem with my ex. Okay. And you said to me, that is crazy. I could never sleep in a bed with a woman. I don't care how angry I was with her, how nasty she acts. If she's butt-ass naked in that bed with me, I'm fucking her. That's what
why you gotta bring up old shit?
But that's what he said. He told me that.
Well, I was.
Roll the tape. Let's see if he really said that.
We was what? That was like 17 years ago.
Wow.
That was a long time ago. You got a good memory, man.
Yeah, well, just trust me, that's how women think. That's what I'm saying. They're all emotional. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Look at him flipping it. He's flipping it. No.
Yeah, well, how are you saying women are emotional? She said that you said that if somebody's laying in the bed with you butt naked, you're just going to do it. So how is that on a woman being emotional?
Well, see, at that moment, I can remember something around that time. At that moment, that's where I was at a point in life where it's just about smack. No value in it whatsoever. I could care less about anything other than smack.
Right.
I'm so much older now.
Oh, okay.
There's so many other things come into play that it does have value because I'm much more mature. But I do.
Tricky. All right. He broke it down. He checked his little sister. No, don't be clocking me 17 years ago. I'm a different man.
Yeah, you dug in the crates for that one.
I sure did. I had to get him, though. I'm listening to him. I'm like, yo, the violins are going, all this shit. Wait, hold up. Because you was about to a pig 17 years ago. I remember.
You were like, roll the tape. And that's not what you said 17 years. That's not